Hey babes, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. Now is a good time to go ahead and click the subscribe button and turn on your post notifications. So if you guys missed it, I did a big chop. Of course, that video will be listed in my description box below. But today I teamed up with Janet Hair. Of course, those details will be in my description box as well to bring you their easy pack pre-stretch hair. I believe this was like the 50, is it the 56 inch or 58 inch? Oh, it's on the package, dude. But nevertheless, the packaging does come with 6 individual bundles. It also shows you how to do 3-strand, 2-strand, and 4-strand twists or braids. I've never done the 4-strand before, but yeah, today we're going to be doing cornrows. And so I ended up using about, I think maybe I used 4.5, yeah, about 4.5 different bundles to actually do the cornrows. So what I'm going to be doing is doing about 6 individual braids, or not individual braids, but cornrows on my head. So starting from a middle part, I'll go ahead and section it out from there. And just to kind of slow down, or I guess ease up the time, I did go ahead and actually just split off all of the hair beforehand, going from like small to larger sections. So you'll see how I kind of made it a little bit bigger. I guess parted off 6 individual small strands of hair, and then an additional 6 strands that were a little bit bigger, and I did that like 2 to 3 times just to be able to kind of fill out the cornrow and get a feel for how much hair I wanted to add, because my hair is pretty thick. So to moisturize, I'm using coconut oil, and then the Grow Baby Grow, which I will list in my description box as well. I did a full video on that just to kind of detangle my hair and get it hydrated again. And then for edge control, I'm going to be using the Cream of Nature Argan Oil Edge Control and Extra Hold. So again, I'm starting off with that middle part, just kind of sectioning it off into 2. Right now, I'm not at the point where I feel comfortable doing like 2 straight back braids, because my hair would need to be stretched just a little bit better towards the end. And so this is actually my first time ever doing feed-in braids on myself. So you guys will definitely see the progression by the end of the video, where I kind of got it down pat. It's kind of difficult for me to explain exactly how to do it, because I didn't quite understand it myself. It's like at some point it just kind of clicked and I was able to kind of just roll through the braids. But I definitely redid the first cornrow like 3 times, but obviously you won't see that in this video. So just making sure that I get everything sectioned out before I get started, just because once I get into the process, I hate to stop. I'm not one of those people that want to keep redoing stuff over and over and over again. And so yeah, I'm just kind of taking the edge control all throughout the length of my cornrow, or that little space that's parted out, just to make sure everything is as smooth as possible. And then I kind of integrate the baby hair action throughout the cornrow as well. So you guys can see I'm starting off really, really small as I can. I don't start to add the hair until I go about maybe 4 to 5. I don't know how to explain that. Ugh, I don't know. Like, it's like I braid my hair maybe 4 to 5 strands down, and then I start to add hair, if that makes sense. But if you're a visual learner, this will definitely work out for you, because that's the way that I kind of taught myself how to do it. You guys will see I'll have that 3rd strand kind of stick out, add the hair in between that so that it's literally sitting up under the braid, and then I will slowly add it in. But I'm going to play some music, allow you to kind of watch it. You can watch it back as many times as you need to, and I will be back to pretty much just kind of give you the gist of how I'm going to finish off the hair and things like that. Hey, no, 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 hey, no, 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 hey, no, 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 hey, hey, no, hey, no, no, no. No, no, no. So getting closer to the top of my head, you guys can see that I actually took the cornrow far back than I guess the other ones were in comparison. And that's because my hair is already pretty thick and I did not want those like lumpy feed-in braids just because I don't think that they look very natural. But like I said, this is my first time doing it, so I think the next time I do it, it will definitely be perfected. Leave any comments down below. Let me know how you feel about it because I'm kind of proud of myself. This is a great protective style. The hair was extremely soft. And it definitely helped that it was pre-stretched. I probably cut down maybe 30 or more minutes just doing that alone. So I definitely appreciate it. And I kind of turned around just so that you can really kind of see exactly what I mean when I say you want to leave that last leg out and then kind of add in the hair later. But yeah, I think this tutorial would have been a little bit smoother if I really I guess stretched out my hair. I don't want to put any heat on it, so I'm not going to be like blow drying it out or anything like that. But a good stretching method would have probably been to have let it air dry with like some plaits or like individual little braids or something like that, like chunky ones. So let me know if you want to see a video on that, like how I stretch my natural hair to be able to achieve some of these styles. So I think I probably just put in like 2 ponytails and let it do what it was going to do. It was like partially wet, partially dry. But like I said, I definitely kind of just took my time with this. And then by the last braid, I finally got it. Like I was able to understand exactly what it is I needed to do, leaving that leg out, tucking the hair, and just continuing to add the hair as I needed to. And I believe I started to make the little strands of hair a little bit smaller on the sides just because I didn't want it to be overly bulky. So that will be something that I will work on in the future with just kind of making sure all the strands of hair are as close as possible to the same side or size and being added in the same area. So that is definitely something I'll kind of have to just practice on my own, but so far so good. So this is pretty much the braids, you guys. I was confident in how they were looking. I can definitely see the progression from the right side to the left side and how, you know, the braids look a little bit smoother in some areas than not, but I definitely think this was one of those styles you can get away for about 5 days, call it a day. Your hair is nice, tucked. You can moisturize it and kind of just keep it moving. So I am taking some thread, needle and thread, just to kind of go through the very edges of the braids so that they lay down. I hate when the braids kind of look like they're like all over the place and they're not really uniform. So you can definitely do this. It's completely optional. If you want to use like a bobby pin to kind of tuck it in between the braids, or not a bobby pin, but a hairpin because they're open, you can use that and kind of tuck it up underneath the braids. That will hold them down and kind of flat against your neck. That's the goal when you're doing this. So you just kind of go back and forth, across the head, make sure that you're going underneath the braid. That way the obviously you're not sewing the hair and it's like visible, like you don't want anybody to see that you clearly like sewed your braids together. So yeah, once you get that set and tight, you should be all good from there. I think that I did this maybe twice, kind of towards the midsection and then the lower area, and then I sealed it off just by kind of putting underneath the braid and wrapping it around 1, 2, 3, 4 times, pulling it really, really tight, and then kind of trimming off the extra fabric that I did not need, or thread that I didn't need. So far so good, you guys. The braids were like kind of tight on my head, but not so tight that I'm like, I got a headache. And then I think I took some foam wrap. From this point, it's the Cream of Nature Argan Oil foam wrap, you guys. I was finally able to find it in my Walmart. And yeah, I'm just putting that all over the hair just to kind of set everything in place. If you want to sit under a dryer, you can. You guys know I don't. I ended up just putting on a like a do-rag or a satin cap, just kind of seal everything, and then go ahead and just start to work on your edges. You do what it is you want to do. You guys always ask me like, how do I get them so straight? It's because I use the edge booster edge control, and so it kind of pulls the hair and sets it at the same time. So really, really great edge control, especially if you have 4B, 4C hair. And then just to seal the ends, I took some boiling hot water in a cup with a towel just to go ahead and make sure the ends are not like all stiff and they kind of move freely. And that is pretty much the look, guys. Outside of that, I think I definitely sprayed a little bit of hairspray. Of course, it's my Cream of Nature. Cream of Nature products here. It's their like shine and gloss spray, just to kind of refresh my hair. But to actually moisturize my scalp, I always use coconut oil or some type of like dropping oil. But yeah, that's pretty much that. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave any comments or questions down below. Definitely make sure to comment Sunflower Gang. I love you guys so much. Stay pretty. I will see you guys in my next video. I love you guys so much. I will see you later. Bye, babies.